Hello everybody, it's me, and welcome back to another video. Now, in this video, I am going to be taking a look at Cosmeor yet again, but there's something a little different about this Cosmeor. It now has Icicle Trap. Now, this is an interesting buff to Cosmeor. A lot of people that I know are saying that this is kind of a horrible buff and just not good for Cosmeor in general. I kind of beg to differ, because something that Cosmeor kind of struggled with was things like Terraclaw, like bug types in general, and metal types, of course. It struggles more with metal types, but it getting Icicle Traps is actually a pretty decent buff, because it can't actually get provoked. You can swap it against other things like poison barbs and such, so it can bounce those back. And I think just pretty good in general. This is the old set. I keep using this. I do need to change it and update this someday. I'll probably do it the next time Cosmeor gets another buff, or probably might do it pretty soon. I could just make a new one real quick, but I think it would just be 200 health, 200 defense, enough to use like one Icicle Trap, one Slumber, then a many of these attacks, and then just rest and range defense. Probably what I would do. But yeah, anyway, I'm excited. I'm pretty excited. I did replace Peace of Mind on this set. Now, you can go replace Slumber or one of these attacks if you really want to. But I do want to hit Ancient types because I am weak to Ancient. And on this team, we pretty much have everything we need to keep our Cosmeor alive. I just realized this thing does not have my addiction. It's supposed to have Healthy Amulet. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this team. I think it's going to work pretty well. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited. Let's hop into the first battle. Alright, here we go into the first battle. Now, this guy's name is literally, I'm a noob, but whatever. This is 100% an alt. I don't know what this man's thinking about trying to hide in plain sight, but this is an alt and a half. He's using a semi. This is about. No, this is not balanced. This is like bulky offense is what it looks like to me. I'm a little worried here, but I think Ikizuna is actually pretty decent here. Elaguana is actually really good here. We are walled by Nevermare, though, but we are kind of the melee bulky set, so we could actually swap it against Wrestling if we take an attack. I don't think we do. Definitely can bring this for the Nevermare and just body crash every time because it's going to swap out. And we can bring the Cosmeor. It's going to be an interesting game. There's not many range attackers, so we don't really need to bring Infernix. I am a little worried about Joltooth, but I do have Elaguana. I think I'm just going to lead off with Elaguana, actually. And we're going to have Tundra as a swap in against the Nevermare. So I think we should be fine pretty much throughout this whole game. Except for this. But Cosmeor counters Wrestling very well. Very well. So I can actually Icicle Trap here. That crit is pretty unfortunate, but we are Cosmeor, so we're going to be able to take it because we're running tanky Meatball. I don't think he had a fire type on his team. I don't think he actually did, so I'm just going to click my Icicle Trap. Set it straight up. It's good for support rolls. Definitely very good for support rolls because they can bounce back Provoke, bounce back Poison, bounce back all those moves. I think it's just great. And Nevermare actually comes in versus this. That's a very interesting swap on your part. But this is probably just going to bulk up. I'm just going to swap out immediately because I don't really want to take this damage. I'm just going to go into Tundraling because it's definitely just my best swapping against this thing. So yeah, let's just go straight into Tundraling. Helm Slash comes out. We're going to take it very well. Yeah, that is completely fine. Now, he's definitely going to be swapping out here into something that can resist Ice Hammer. So, I'm just going to click Body Crash because he's going to swap here because he knows I'm a melee tank. And I don't think Never is going to stay in versus this. Unless he wants to bulk up, which probably is worst possible option because then I'll just click Ice Hammer. And I'll win in the long run because I get resilience and a melee boost every time he attacks me. Yeah, right there. It's probably going to go to Wrestling, I would assume. Actually, Luminami on my Body Crash. This is actually a very good worthwhile trade for me. Basically, +1. And that actually not do a lot of damage. I thought that would do a little bit more. Okay. This is a very interesting scenario because I can actually just bulk up. I mean, I'm 100% sure he just Flash and Flee pivots into his Wrestling, which I'm at +3, so I could take it, but it's a Wrestling, dude. Wrestling's scary, man. Wrestling? I'm assuming Wrestling. No, actually Tiki. Interesting. So we just gonna go straight up for a Gloom. Okay. That's interesting. I can't just go Elaguana. I mean, I can't really do much against Eclipse on this team. I'm just now realizing this. I can't really hit it. It might literally just be my best option to just kill this thing immediately. Because then I can Flash and Flee Pivot pretty much for free. And he actually expected my swap. So that's actually Eclipse dead. Very, very risky on the Declipse's part, but that Declipse going down is actually very good for us. We don't have very much to take it out besides, I don't think, we have Ikazune as our wall breaker for this team, and we are not very quick. We are a smart Ikazune, which I did make a smart Ikazune set in the past. I'm not sure if it's still good. It's been a little bit. It's been a little bit. So Nevermare Wrestling actually comes right back in. So this is just a straight swap into Cosmeor. Right back into Cosmeor. Alright. That's fine. Now, I really do want to click Meteor Crash here, which I actually think to be a better option. Because, I mean, he could go Luminami too, which, honestly, I'm completely fine with, because then I can just pivot into, not sure what I would go into against his Flash and Flee. I'd probably just go Elagawana and then Rejuvenate on the Wrestling. But I'm just going to click this Meteor Crash, because he went into Nevermare last time. Might go into it again. Actually, go to Joltooth. It's actually a very good, very, very good hit for me here. Very, very good hit for me here. Yeah, that's a big, big hit. Now, since I'm a very robust Elagawana, I definitely... What even is this? Huh. I probably have something in the past I did with this thing. I'm just going to go into Elagawana, because if he bulks up, that's fine. If he Primal Slashes, it's fine. Ambush is not going to do very much to me at all. Primal Slash. Yep, right there. Then in there. Now, I'm going to be assuming it is Nevermare that swaps in against this. Unless you just want to click Bamboozle, which sure that can work too, but I think I can also just go into Tundrelin. Ooh, he actually stayed in. Unless I outsped him, which could actually be a possibility too. He is Bamboozle. Okay, that's good to know. We're not going to take very much damage from this at all. And I can actually just go straight ahead and click my Rejuvenate. I was so scared because usually I have Rejuvenate up here. And if we get paralyzed here, it's completely fine. As you can see, we're taking absolutely 0 damage from this Joltooth. Alright, being at this defense, it's actually very, very good for us. I'm just going to click Rest. Now, I'm not actually going to be attacking here. I'm going to be playing Tundrelin defensively instead of offensively. So, yeah, we're good. Remember when people said Tundrelin was going to be bad? There were actually some people that said that. And now I just laugh. I could actually bulk up and maybe live against Resso. I'm actually very, very curious. I'm at what? He attacked me, Bamboozle, Thunderclap 3 times. I rejuvenated. I think I'm at +5 right now. Gonna rest. Okay. Well, this is actually very, very good for us now because we can just click our Body Crash. Now, Cosmeor is going to get some showcasing. It is very good that we were able to fight a Resolin this first game because Resolin is pretty scary. Thunderclap, this will actually prove we're up to +6. Yeah, we're definitely up to +6 now. We 100% live Adaptive Assault now, so I'm not worried about this at all. Unless he crits me here on my rest, then I'm a little scared, but I don't think he's going to get the double crit. I mean, I don't know why he's not clicking Primal Slash to hope for a crit. That's his way, way better option, and he's just not clicking that. So, that's fine. Now, if you are finding a Tundrolin like this and you're just going to be stacking your Joltooth, I would click Primal Slash instead because it has a higher crit chance, and critical hits actually ignore melee, like, defensive buffs. So, that's actually very good. So, Wrestling, I'm assuming, comes in. But I'm at +6, so I can take this every day. Now I can just Body Crash. Because Adaptive Assault's going to come out. I'm going to take... Oh my god. Solon goes down. And it's pretty much GG from here. He only has melee attackers. I think Luminami is also here, but I'm at +6. And this is actually a little more concerning, but I do think we live the crit either way. Who is texting me right now? All right, just a question from Redemption if you wanted to play a game. And sure. So that's definitely a GG from here. That's very, very, very good for us. This is why I think Icicle Traps is pretty good. It offers like guaranteed Icicle Traps right off the bat, a good melee defensive wall with decent recovery and slumber. It's like kind of like Himber, but like not the best typing. You know, it is pretty much walled by pretty much everything else in the game. Anyway, hopefully do better in the next battle. Let's go. All right, here we go into the next battle. Now, Cosmeor is not as good as it was here, but it does offer us a good coverage and defensive utility versus Tatab and Himber. So we can definitely still bring it here, but it's definitely not going to be as good, but it definitely is going to be able to hard wall the Tatab, so we can definitely bring it for that. Also, it is going to be pretty decent against the Metatoad, as we are, it's a weird one, because see, he has a melting Icicle Traps, normal Metronet, resistant, immune, and then basically Cosmeor's Icicle Traps here is not going to be very good, but I'm still going to bring it because it can provide good counters versus that. I am a little worried about the Valkyrie, as I'm not range defensive Eleguana, but we should be fine. Gonna bring Buzzling, because I did bring this one kind of specifically to deal with, like, dark types. And I'm gonna bring you, because I don't like Metronet. And then I can bring Luminami. This is kind of a bulkier team, so we're gonna hope this works out for us. He has only one plant type, and it's Tatab. And it actually does just swap in here. So this is actually completely fine. I can just go straight into Cosmeor. That's what I'll do. Now, technically, I could have gone Infernix there and then doubled and then taken, like, less damage with Jungle Jitsu, but it doesn't matter because Bushwhack does less damage anyway. But that's just a play you could make, but probably not your best play. Okay, now I can Psycho Blast, but I feel like he's gonna. I have a feeling he's gonna swap, right? And he's doing the same amount of damage anyway, but he does have some resist in either Valkyrie or Cephalops, and to me, I feel like he would go Cephalops here. Not sure as to why, though. I don't think he would stay in here. I don't think any logical person would stay in here. I think I'm just gonna go Eleguana. Huh. That's a very interesting swap for him to make. Because I'm a melee tank, and he swapped something in versus that. That's very strange for him to make. Very, very strange play. I'm just gonna go straight back into my Cosmeor then. Alright, let's go Psycho Blast then. Not really sure why he would do that, though. That just doesn't make entirely much sense to me at all. It does not make entire... He stayed in, too. I mean, it's going to take a while, but we're going to win this fight in the long run. So, getting Chip on the Himber is definitely the best thing we can do. And even if it crits us, we are outspeeding it, so we can just slumber if we are a little scared of what Himber is going to be able to do. I'm just continuously Psycho Blast, and he's actually going to Icicle Trap on my re-gift and get some showcasing of the ability. So, the useless Icicle Traps are up anyway, but it doesn't matter because they're useless. Valkyrie? Alright, so that is an SA Metronet. Good to know. Not SA. Neurality, sorry. Not SA. Not SA, sorry. I'm gonna go into Fernix. Dark Surge comes out. Got my Infernix, so we're fine. And I can just Fire Breath. Seeing as he has Tatab, Metronet, and Himber so far, I'm assuming a Ruptidon would come in here as a fire resist. Actually, he's going to stay in peace. Interesting. Seeing as I do have Buzzolin, and Icicle Traps does not affect me here. It's going to do over half. Not even over half. This is a little more concerning than before. I mean, he probably just cooks Dark Search again, right? I could just go Buzzolin. That's an option I have. And then I wouldn't... Actually, I am Power Napper, so I don't really care. So actually, just going to go straight for the swap. Interesting. Valkyrie comes in now. All right, then. All right. Ooh. I'm assuming Gamma Pulse comes out here. And Eleguana is pretty much my only, like, decent swap into this thing. So, I'll swap into it now. Alright. And now, I can really just go for a Thunder Strike here. But I have a feeling he's going to swap here. He might want to keep Valkyrie. I'm not entirely sure what his game plan is with the Valkyrie here. Thunderstrike is definitely the safe option. It seems pretty much my whole team is safe right now. I can actually just click Thunderstrike. I think it's just the fine option to make. It's probably just going to go to Himber, though. So, yeah, that's fine. I felt like clicking Gamma Pulse there. I felt like it was going to be a better option, but this should be fine. I mean, he has Valkyrie, and he's not swapping in to his thingy. I think I can just go Luminami, actually, and bait in the Tatab, and then double into Cosmeor. Actually, I can't really do that. Actually, I think I'm setting up my victory here with Buzzo. That's what I'm doing right now, is setting up the victory with Buzzo. I'm going to Flash and Flee. If he goes into Tatab, that's completely fine. That's completely fine. I have Cosmeor, which walls him. And I actually live the Gamma Pulse or Metal Blast with Buzzling, because it's actually naturally range tanky, which is actually kind of scary. It's more range defense than melee defense. And this is very nimble, and so it's going to outspeed his whole team, and I buck up so I can have increased crit rate. And all my moves going to be dealing damage. So if I can get Buzzling on the field safe, I think we're just going to win the game easily. I'm just straight into Cosmeor, though. I mean, I don't see a reason to not do this. Okay. Now, he's going to swap, I'm assuming. I don't see a reason why he would click Jungle Jutsu here or any other move. If not, this battle's going to take a lot longer than I wanted it to, but we can still win in the long run. We just have to kill the Valkyrie. But I'm just going to swap my Buzzling, because I have a feeling he's just going to double. He's going to swap, actually. Not double, sorry. Metro Knight actually comes in now, so this is actually going to definitely be a GG here. If I get my buck up here, I just win the game. I'm just going to click my buck up. Yep, and he swaps out. Beautiful. His Himber does probably have enough for a quick punch here. But it should be fine. I'm just going to adaptive. If this crits it, I don't think this even kills. He's actually just going to rest. If it crits, it kills. Interesting. Oh, it didn't actually kill. Oh, it's actually going to kill with the Stinger, right? It did. Let's go, Buzzo. Okay. And he goes into Toad now. Oh my god. Is he going to give me the satisfaction of OHKOing the Toad? This is basically Nevermare 2.0. Ooh, the crits are working. I think we actually would have lived Psycho Slap anyway, because as I did say, we are naturally ranged bulky. I'm not entirely sure, though. Correct me if I'm wrong. Valkyrie does come in. We do have Baneful Bash, so we do definitely kill this anyway. It's just scary because we need these crits to actually be able to kill stuff, and we are actually getting all of our crits, which is very, very lucky. Because we increase our crit rate and we have increased damage with our crits. And now we can just click our Baneful Bash one more time. And then I think that's just going to end the game. Yeah, once we got that Himber low enough, yeah, the Buzzlin definitely was able to sweep the team fairly easily. Yeah, Cosmeor did not do a lot that I wanted it to this game, but it offered us a lot of defensive utility versus the Tatab, which is pretty much the only thing that it was able to do. But that was definitely a good game. Definitely a good game. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Buzzlins actually did a lot of work there. Anyway, let's hop into the next battle, shall we? As soon as we see Metro Knight die. You're welcome, Varicus. And we go. Alright, here we go. Into possibly the final battle, because I am a little sleepy if you can't tell. Okay, this is a little bit of a more interesting team. We don't really have anything to counter Mudagon very well. A little bit of, actually, no, we have Cosmeor. Duh, sorry. I always think that if I see a Mudagon, I'm like Vesperatu, you know? Cosmeor's actually very decent this game. It's actually incredible. We swapping against Muda, swapping against you, swapping against you. Could technically swap it against you. Yeah, it's actually going to be very, very good this game. Definitely going to be bringing the Infernix, though. I am a little worried about the Zulong, but we do have Eliguana, so we can definitely do this. I actually like this team pretty much. Not pretty much. I do like this team. This one looks pretty fun. And this is kind of the same instance where Buzzlin can do really good if we can lower things like blow attacks. And I'm also considering Ikazune, because it's smart. It's smart Electro Burst looking very nice here. I think I'm just going to do that and kind of rely. I'm kind of relying on the defensive pivots of this team right now. I'm assuming, what is he going to lead with? Bloat, actually. We don't actually outspeed this thing because we are smart. So I can actually just go straight to my Cosmeor. If he sets up Icicle Traps, that is beautiful for us. And I don't think he had a fire type on his team, so I can actually set up my Icicle Traps fairly easily here. So I'm definitely going to be going to click that. Although, I don't think it's going to help very much. It is the new move, and I do want to get the most out of it and see what it could do in certain cases. But, yeah, we're going to get Icicle Traps up, and he goes into Eclipse, actually. Interesting. It's also Circadian. So we are going to be neutral to this attack. And we can just... Actually, we can't go into Eleguana. Ooh. This is interesting. Because... I think my best option is go into Infernix and then scare it out with Fire Breath, because I think we should be fine with Power Napper. We'll do this and we'll scare it out. We'll Fire Breath it. I think he might disperse. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. He's gonna stretch. Oh, I'm gonna get swept by Circadian. Oh god, I'm gonna get swept. Okay, I'm gonna Fire Breath. I feel like it's a really good option. I don't think he had many Fire Resist on his team at all. Actually, Ikazune is actually Fire Resist. It was his Fire Immunity. Yeah, he's gonna go with Ikazune. Okay, so. We gotta chip this thing down, which we can do fairly easily Buzzo. We could actually play the early game Buzzolin. We don't have any pivots, so we kind of get a safe swap. I'm gonna Shrewd, just to get some chip on the Kazuni, unless he swaps that back into Eclipse, which would be interesting. Then I probably would just, Peace of Mind, and then Shrewd Blast. Probably go back to Eclipse, right? Blow Attack's actually just right back into Bloat. Okay. That was actually very good damage for an Infernix. Okay. So, this is going to be an interesting battle, actually. Yeah, we definitely do not outspeed Blowtox. I'm not sure what this set was for. Okay, let's see, though. Aqua Jaws again just comes out. Alright, that is completely fine. What do you swap into this? I forgot. Ticlipse? This actually is fine. We can just Psycho Blast. I mean, I see no reason not to. He might actually just click Poison straight up, not realizing that I'm SA. Which would be very, very nice. That's why I like the SA one. Because it can just... It scares those things out. What is he going to here? Back into the Eclipse. Okay. This is an interesting situation for me right now. Because... Oh, it actually did good. I'm going to Psycho Blast again. Because this thing actually is not Health Amulet. And Eclipse has no form of recovery besides Health Amulet. So he's going to Gloom. That's going to be neutral. Now we tank that very, very well. There we go. All right. That's extremely good damage versus Eclipse. So now it can't swap in anymore. And we don't have priority, but we do have... Only thing that outspeeds it is Buzzolin. I could actually swap in the Buzzolin here. And then get some really nice early game damage. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. But Himber is the most... This is the most thing I'm worried about. Because then Buzzolin... I think I'm going to wait and see if he has Himber. I'm just going to go play it safe and go in for here. I'm going to wait to play Buzzolin. I mean, I totally could on the Luminous Roar. But I'm going to wait. Okay. Now, I'm going to just... Actually, none of my moves are actually very effective against this thing. So, I'm actually just going to have to Fire Breath. I know it kills anyway. Luminous Roar. Yeah, decent damage, but we are very ranged bulky, so... We're just taking this Eclipse out. Alright. Now, with the Eclipse down, he doesn't have any, like, scary sweepers anymore. So that is very, very good that that thing's out early. And I'm assuming, if he has it, he might go Himber. Zulong. Alright. We do have Eleguana, so I'm not worried about this at all. I can go straight into Eleguana. E-Burst, and I feel like I'm just going to click Gamma Pulse here. I don't see many points where I can set up with Eleguana. I have Energize here just to boost his range defense after it's robust, you know? So if he has, he's going Himber. There it is, yeah. So this is a Loomian that we're a little worried about, but seeing his team so far, we are completely free to go into Cosmeor. And just, actually, if I could pivot somehow into Ikazune, my Fire Breath, Energy Surge... Or Flash and Flee, actually. I just clicked Flash and Flee. We do have pivots with Ikazune, actually. We need to swap it in against... We need to double on this thing somehow. Okay, we are a little lower now, which is a little scary. I can just Meteor Crash, because if I can get this thing low enough to where a crit and then a... I'm not sure. It's interesting. It's very interesting with this thing. Ikazune actually comes in. Now actually gets rid of the Icicle Trap, so actually we can set that up for later. We do resist 2 of his attacks. But I know something else that resists all of his attacks. I could technically go my own Ikazune and then Flash and Flee pivot into like Buzzlin or something. But I think I'm just going to go Eliguana. It's just my best option. You might actually double into Himber, right? Yeah, good play by him. That was kind of obvious on my part. I probably should have not done that and should have probably just win Ikazune. I felt like doing that because I had a feeling he would go back into Himber. I can just go back into Cosmeor now. Now I can just Slumber and just meticulously get all my stuff back. Oh, beautiful. The SA! The SA! Dude, the SA's gone twice in a row using it. Dude, that's awesome. That is actually awesome that we got that twice in a row. All right, I'm just gonna... I mean, Meteor Crash is just my best option. Because so far, now with Eclipse dead, I can hit his whole team neutrally with this thing. So I can just click Meteor Crash. I'm going to rest next turn. I bet he expected the rest here. Okay. It's a little bit of damage. Now I think I'm just going to Slumber, actually. It'll help me get my energy back up and my health back up while staying healthy versus this thing. Winter's Fury. I really wanted to go Ikazune there for some reason. Actually, I can go Ikazune because he has no energy now. He's forced to rest. Yeah, he'll be forced to rest. And I can Slumber. I actually don't think I get my health back if I swap back in and my energy back. So I might want to stall this out for a little longer. Like maybe one more turn. That or I can go Ikazune and get a lot of pressure. Once I kill that, Buzzlin kind of wins. That's another option. I'm thinking I want to go Ikazune. Because my Fire Breath is going to be detrimental. Because a Smart One 207 range attack is going to be crazy strong. I'm going to go straight into that. And I'm unfortunately not going to get my health back anymore. Or my energy back with Slumber. So we're going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. Now, I am just going to go for my Fire Breath. I could go for Flash and Flee. But that's a really, really bad idea. I'm assuming he goes into Zulong. Oh, I keep forgetting he has a Ikazune. I keep forgetting about Ikazune. I should really keep remembering about this thing. I keep forgetting that he has that. Okay. This is actually the point where I can pivot. I'll just FNF. He might just go right back in Himber. If I get my FNF off, that's sick. FNF. Blow Talks, and I'm just going to Flash and Flee. Beautiful. I Flash and Flee. Right back into Cosmeor, and I get another turn of my sleep going to be over because he's going to swap here. He ain't staying in versus this. Alright, so I'm just going to rest. Maybe somehow, maybe it does give me my stuff. Rejuvenate. There's not really a point to doing that because now I'm just going to get... Do I still get my energy and stuff? I do not. Okay. I'm just going to keep resting. I mean, he only has Zulong to hit me, and I have Eliguana, and his Himber's chipped. So far, Buzzlin's looking good. Not really sure as to why he would do this swap here. It's not a good option. I mean, if I had Luminami, I could be pivoting around like pivot. You know, like, and I could get so much more work done. But honestly, I think I'm fine where I am now. The more damage I get on the Himber, the better chance I have at winning this game. And I'm not saying Cosmeor is a really good Himber counter, but it's good at keeping it, or it is good. I keep forgetting the difference between counter. Think of me as talking about check or counter here, but it is good at scaring it out because of its melee defensive capabilities, you know? Psychoblast. Another... I'm surprised we actually don't outspeed this one. It's 35 speed, so... I'm sluggish. Yeah, I'm assuming he's probably not... He's probably like a brawny clever one. That's probably why he's outspeeding me. Not sure, though. Actually, the more damage we get on the Ikazune, the better. So this Psychoblast is going to deal some good damage. Oof. Alright, it's over for Ikazune. So once this thing's dead, get our Icicle Traps back up. I could actually just Icicle Trap here, but I think I can just go Ellie. This is weird. It's weird right now, because I need to play Buzzle and I need to pivot it in somehow. I'll just, I don't want to take damage on Cosmeor, though. I mean, I should be fine. I'm just gonna Psycho. I'm just gonna kill this thing. Oh, we expected to switch. I mean, my own Ikazune was definitely the best option, because then I could have just done that, Flash and Flee, and come back in later to nuke. But honestly, that's probably another good option. Okay, is it Zulong? Zulong's probably his revenge killer for this team, but it's a very specific revenge killer. Himber again? If he sacks this, I win with Buzzo once I pivot in. Right? I do. Which is Psycho. I'm guessing he saw a very brawny Himber sweep a full team of Twilats one time. And he's thinking like, oh my god, I can do that. Okay. Actually, I think my best play here is to go into Ikazune. Because then he can't go into Blowtox and he can't go into Zulong. Because if he goes into Zulong, I just flash and flee and go into Buzzo. Oh, he flailed straight up. I thought he would rest. No, I had a feeling he would flail. I thought about going just straight into Buzzlin. But now... Oh, wait, no. I still get outsped by Blowtox. Honestly, I'm thinking of just Thunder Striking here. Because I just win with Eliguana right now. So I'm just going to Thunder Strike. He probably might just rest on my swap. I did outspeed it. Oh, I did? I did not expect to outspeed that. I guess it was a slower blow type. Maybe Robust Clever. Probably Robust Clever. Just not enough speed investment to outspeed me, I guess. Alright, well, this is just a simple Flash and Flee. I'm curious as to why he didn't play Zulong. I guess he's using it as a late game cleaner, but my team's not chipped at all. You're just gonna Ancient Roar. I'm Flash and Fleeing and pivoting, buddy. Well, I can just either go Eliguana or I go Buzzlin, but I'm actually curious. Does Buzzlin tank 2 with Health Amulet? So I can Buck Up and then Adaptive. Okay, let's Buck Up. Now, I know some of you guys might be confused as why is Icicle Traps up on my side of the field, but it's not dealing any damage to me. That is because it's not technically up on my field because I re-gifted it. Oh, I do take it. But I am paralyzed, which is very unfortunate. Alright. Let's go straight for an Adaptive Assault. Is it GG? We're going to find out if it is GG. Because I might just get full parried here. I did not. It is a kill. And we got the crit we actually got the crit every single time with Buzzlin. GG. That was actually a pretty successful final battle, I'd say. Anyway, guys, that's going to be... Cosmeor? Cosmeor. Whatever. Anyway, guys, that's definitely going to be ending off the video. Hopefully, you did enjoy. I actually really had fun here. I actually think Buzzlin was probably the funnest one in the team. It's definitely very good. I feel like everyone on the team definitely put in a lot of work. I think this is a pretty fun team. Definitely, probably would not recommend actually using it in high-level play. It could technically work. We might wish one a better wall breaker than this. Anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.